God bless and great day, everybody. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for another blessed day. Y'all already know it's King T 420 SEC back with another smoking reaction. In this reaction game, we're just going to call it Some Men and Women Are Confused. And with that being said, we're going to jump right off into the sponsors, then we'll get right to the videos. Smoke gang shit before we go. Battle Juice is a new energy drink. This video was sponsored by Pure Health Battle Juice. You can buy your drinks at Chillbox or Joe and Vince's Gourmet Market. Get your Battle Juice today. Drink the drinks that champions drink. Battle Juice. Alrighty, with that being said, let's jump right off into the videos and see what we got. See what we got here, gang. Alright, so we got Janice Cheyenne. Not really sure what the topic is or what we got going on here. But let's jump right off into it, see what we got. Before we go, smoke gang shit.
Now, Sophie Cunningham is so bravely speaking about the WNBA and its trans women problem. Sophie, you have every reason to be worried about trans women, because you suck. I'm cracking.
Wait a minute now. I'm confused. Is this man talking about the little white girl that played basketball? I'm pretty sure her name's Sophie Cunningham. That's who we talking about. He said she sucked. That's crazy. She a woman that play basketball. Before we go, let's finish it out before I even start.
And several trans women before I look your way.
Congratulations on coming out as pansexual, sir. I love that for you.
The craziest part about it is I didn't even know this fucking video was finna take a turn like that. Now it makes sense why he's sitting there critiquing Sophie Cunningham as a woman who plays basketball. He basically just told us that he's in a closet and he wouldn't mind sleeping with a bunch of trannies. That's what he basically just said. He finds them cute, attractive, fun to look at, maybe even fun to play with. That's on him. I don't. I personally believe that if you're a man, you're a man. You're a woman, you're a woman. It doesn't matter if you're gay. That's a different thing, right? A man that sleeps with a man, that's a gay man. Or, excuse me, that's a homosexual man. If he wants to be homosexual, that is fine. If a lady sleeps with another lady, that's fine. She's a homosexual lady, or a lesbian, as they call them. But now a man that wants to be a woman, now that's some different shit there. That is some completely different shit. And any man that wants to sleep with a man that thinks he's a woman, he's just as weird as the man that thinks he's a woman. Smoke gang shit. It's real fucking ridiculous and wild work, but we just heard it. He just told us, oh yeah, I'll sleep with many trannies before I sleep with you. He already doing it. Or he's, listen, I'm just telling y'all, it's just, men ain't gonna say no shit like, we don't say that type of shit. You crazy. Like, bro. That's why we gonna leave him over there with them people he chose. Smoke gang shit before we go.
Wave your flag, you know what I'm saying? However, why you had to bring up us biological women in your coming out video, I don't understand. The comparison, I always find so weird. Anyway, no.
Yo, it's too funny how Janice said, why you had to bring up us straight, normal, regular women in your coming out video. Good job, Janice. Good job. He definitely just came out and told the world that he likes trannies. We transgenders, the men that want to be women, or the women that want to be men. I don't know which one he like for real, which one he prefer, but yeah, the same thing. Before we go smoke ain't shit.
No, women do not want biological men in women's sports. That's the reason why we have women's sports and men's sports. Not because somebody decides to wear a dress and somebody else decides to wear pants, or some people wear makeup and some people don't. It's because there's a biological difference. There is no amount of surgery that is going to change a person's chromosomes. So therefore, if you were born with certain chromosomes, you have to stay on your side of the athletic field, or just don't be a professional athlete. That's perfectly fine. Like, there are certain things that when you do them, you have to let go of other dreams. If you decide to be a transgender person, congratulations. You probably can't play in the WNBA. Sorry, sometimes you gotta pick a side, babe, and you did. Congratulations, and also find something else to do.
Now,
Okay, so at this point, I wholeheartedly agree with Janice Cheyenne. Other than the fact that she feels like it's okay for a person to want to be transgender. I don't think that that's okay at all. Now, if you feel like you just want to be homosexual, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with homosexuals. I have cousins that are homosexuals. I have a whole cousin that's married to a whole other woman. She's been this way my whole life. So I don't have a problem with homosexuals. I only have a problem with what they call transgenders, because that's not a real thing. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Be mad if you want, but that's just not a real thing. Smoke ain't shit. Before we go, let's jump off into the next video and see what we got. Oh, go figure it out. I said what I said. I think it's common sense. So let's check out what Sophie Cunningham had to say and see why Doggy had his panties in a bunch. Smoke ain't shit before we go.
That same vein, in that story with ESPN, you talked about wanting to protect young girls who shouldn't have to go against biological men. Just can you expand your viewpoint on that?
I mean, I think I said what I said. I think it's kind of common sense. And I think I'll always believe in that. I think it's really important to protect children. And that's little girls who are also involved in that category. And so I stand on what I said, and I always believe that.
Yeah. Do you see your advocacy on that, like, taking any form going forward?
You know, I don't know. I'm not a very political person, but I do have beliefs. I have morals, and I'll always stand on those and be true to who I am. And I think people are going to take it how they want to take it, but I've never even really said anything about that. And so when it comes just to protecting young girls in sport and women in sport, I feel very strongly about that.
Alrighty, and with that being said, Smoke Gang, let's jump right off into it. I stand behind what Sophie Cunningham just said. But let's also add this. It's not just young women in sports. It is young women in sports. It is young men going to school. Let's not act like there are not transgender men woman teachers and transgender woman men teachers that go to these schools and be teaching these little boys and things like that. So I completely stand wholeheartedly with Sophie Cunningham. I don't believe that transgenders should be in women's sports. Mainly the ones that were born men and turned themselves into women, and of course the women who turn themselves into men. I don't believe that they're trying to play men's sports. I think they already have a sense of this is not an area for me. But again, I stand with Sophie Cunningham with what she said. I don't believe men should be in women's sports. It's just that simple. I grew up in an era where football was rough. Men were rough. They tackled, might have broke a leg, a hip, an arm. Basketball was rough. People jumped up to slam the ball. They came down, might have broke a leg, an ankle. Basketball was rough. Baseball was rough. They had fights on the field almost every game. Listen, I don't know what era y'all grew up in. I was born in 1980, in the era where there were still real men doing real men shit. This shit that y'all taking on today, talking about put the man in the dress and put him on the court with the women. Get that fuck ass shit out of here. I don't know what you get, man. Before we go, let's jump off into the next video, because y'all gonna fucking piss me off with this shit. Y'all gonna fucking piss me off with this shit. Smoke ain't shit before we go. Only in America can a man marry a man, but he can't marry two women. Before we go, let's jump right off into it.
Off by saying nothing against the LGBTQ community. If I'm saying it right, I don't know, but nothing against them in general. I mean, I'm a huge believer in do what you want to do, like 100%. If you want to be a boy girl, be a boy girl. If you want to be a man woman, be a man. I don't know. If you want to do what.
Again, I got to stop it because I do not agree with the women when they say this. Listen, we not gonna keep on passing this false ass narrative that it's okay for a man to think he can be a woman and for a woman to think that she can be a man. No. Now, if you are a man and you want to go and sleep with men, fucking go and sleep with men and quit fucking trying to be like, oh, I think I'm a girl. Fucking stop doing that shit. It's kids that see that shit, they pick up on that shit, they be soaking up this dumbass shit like a sponge soak up water, and then when they fucking get older and fucking turn and do this dumbass shit, now you got fucking so-called transgenders unaliving themselves because they are upset that they did this to themselves. So, we're not going to keep saying that this shit is okay. It's not okay. If you want to be a man and sleep with a man, fine. Do your thing. Go be who you are. You're a woman want to go sleep with women, hey, go do your thing. Fine. Be who you are. But don't be fucking running around here talking about you're a woman that want to be a man or a man that want to be a woman. I done had my surgery and this is who I am now. No, fuck you, motherfucker. Smoke gang shit before we go.
Whatever y'all doing, do it, right? But my issue is this: we are so quick to fight for their rights and to give them whatever it is that they want, right? Accept them for whatever it is they're doing. Again, right? Most people say the same thing. Right? I don't care what you're doing. Like, just don't, like, I'm not in it. Like, just do what you want, right? But when it comes to poly, everybody's so quick to be like, how dare you? Poly is so, you're going to hell. And it's like, bro, calm down. We're willing to accept two men being together, two women being together, a man changing to a man to a woman change to a man to a man, whatever the fuck they're doing. But we won't accept that 3 or 4 or 5 people are willing to be together as a group. You know what I mean? It's not no side chick and hiding out and all this other stuff. None of that. It is 2 people, 2 women deciding to be with 1 man. Oh, you have low self-esteem and blah, 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 and all that stuff. It's like, how can this even be real right now? You are condemned to hell for being in poly. People hate your fucking guts for being in poly. But we're willing to accept same gender and same sex marriages. Like, a man can't marry 2 women, but a man can marry a man. I'm not, again, nothing against LGBTQ. They fought hard. You know, they fought hard to get to where they're at. I definitely believe that. But at the same time, it's like being poly, you the redheaded stepchild up under the stairs.
Yo, Rika is too funny, yo. Rika is too funny. So, let's just put a take on this video, right? So, my take is, if you are part of the LGBTQ community, it is fine if you are homosexual. What also I took from this video is if you are a transgender, that is not fine. That's it. That's it. That's all. So, with that being said, with that being said, some men and some women are confused. And God bless. Great day. Smoke gang. We are gone.